The secret to your success is stop doing so much. What do I mean by that? Well, stay tuned. We're going to talk about that today. One of the things that I found over the years, in so much of my time spent chasing social media, chasing all the trends, chasing all the swiping people, chasing all the things that just aren't fun. It was a job. I've built a number of good sized organizations and tens of thousands of people, um, all through using social media. And it has been an incredible amount of work with a very little amount of return, nonstop, all day long, working, doing posts, staying up on all the trends and figuring out what's going on. And over the past year, what I've found is a lot of the people that I really respect and are making a lot of money online aren't doing that. They're not doing that at all. And in fact, what they are doing is a lot less. I was watching someone the other day on YouTube, and they make multiple seven figures a year and work around 30 hours a month. Right? They're not chasing all the trends and trying to, do the right dance and do all these things that everybody else is doing and everybody else is being taught. Get on TikTok, get on Instagram Reels, put out all this stuff every single day, day in and day out. I've heard so many trainers and teachers out there telling people, man, you got to be on social media. You got to be doing this. I see people that have got hundreds of thousands of subscribers on YouTube and are making very little money. And then I see people that have got 500 to 1,000 subscribers and are making multiple six figures. Why is that? And they only put out a video maybe once a week or once every couple of weeks. Well, let's talk about that real quick here. I don't want to make this a long video, but I want you to understand it's changed how I do things. It's changed my success. It'll change it for you too. And it'll give you that feeling of, wow, I'm not working every minute of the day. Now, as you can see, yeah, I need a haircut. I'm not a spring chicken, right? I'll be 73 this year. And I love working. I'm up at 3:30 every morning. I love connecting with people. I love coaching people. I love impacting lives. But I love doing it at the pace and when I want to do it. And I can tell you from many, many years of being an entrepreneur, I had a great corporate career. I was vice president of a company. I was vice president of operations. I did the corporate thing. And it was a job. Worked long hours, a lot of hours. It was away from home all the time and everything. So when I decided, hey, I'm going to really be an entrepreneur and I'm really going to do what I want to do in life, I got involved with network marketing, and I love network marketing, and I think it's an incredible business model for people. But I did spend a lot of time. I did get caught in the I don't know what you want to call it, the myth of, build that live on the beach income and so forth, because I had to always continue to work to keep my team going, to build and everything else. And I love doing that, and it's okay. But it wasn't like I could leave the business for a month, go on vacation, and come back, and it was still going strong and so forth. And sometimes it does. Sometimes it works that way. But the reality is that I found that it was a lot of work that I loved. And some of my closest friends in the world are great network marketers, and I love it. But I chose to go a different way. And now I work with a lot of people that are out there and they're caught up in the social media frenzy. And I don't know what else to call it. I have a gentleman that I watch online by the name of Graham Cochran, and he's not a big social media guy at all. Big time YouTube, podcasting, blogs, and so forth, but social media is not really his thing. And in fact, what he did was for 1 year, he deleted all the apps. He didn't just not go on social media, but he deleted all the apps and didn't post anything, obviously, on any of the social media platforms. And his business grew fivefold, 20% or more in that year. He had one of the best years ever, and he continues to grow, right? Well, why is that? Most people think, oh, that can't be. You got to be on social media. You got to be on social media. It's just not true. You just don't. He's very, in fact, he and his wife have an agreement that he will have no female friends on social media and she doesn't have any male. Now, is that restrictive or what, right? Because all of us know that most of the entrepreneurs out there that are having the greatest success are a lot of times women. And if I can't connect with them on social media, oh no, what am I going to do? He was very good at what he does. And what he does is something that I want to talk about here real quick. And we're going to have some more videos on this, getting into a lot more detail. But the first thing is you've got to know who you are, and you've got to know who your customer is. You got to know where your vision is, where you want to go, who you want to be, what your future really is. And you need to know what your mission is and how you're going to get there, right? Because if you don't know where you're going, even if you know your customer, you're just going to be flailing around, right? So you got to know who you are, and you got to know where you want to go. The second thing, and probably the most important after that, and without question, is you've got to know exactly who your hero is. You've got to know who that person is that you are targeting that you can help. And how do you know that? Because you know yourself and you know what you have to offer for a solution, right? So if you know that, hey, I'm really good at technology and I can help people that are struggling with technology, now I know the solution I have, right? I know how I can be a guide for my hero, and my hero is this person that's really struggling with technology. And it may even be more. They may be struggling with a certain kind of technology, or they may be struggling with just the technology, the simplistic technology of how do I use my computer, and how do I build a funnel, or how do I build an email list, and how do I set up an email campaign, and all kinds of different things, right? But knowing exactly who your target audience is, and then, and I hate, this word is not my favorite, but niching down, targeting down, drilling down to a specific side of it. And let me tell you a story. A friend told me his wife was pregnant with, I believe, their child, their daughter, and they live in on the west coast of Florida, Tampa Bay area, and if you know anything about Florida and all over Florida, but it seems like every strip mall there has chiropractor offices, right? It's just a big thing. Chiropractors all over the place. And she was pregnant. And she wanted to go to a chiropractor because her back was aching. And so, for typical, pregnancy ailments or aches and pains, right? But the one she wanted to go to was 45 miles away. And so they drove, good husband, he drove her 45 miles away, and they went to a chiropractor's office. And I believe that there was one right across the street, another strip mall, and that parking lot was pretty much empty. And, there was a few cars in it. But the one they were going in, the parking lot was packed. They went into the waiting room. The waiting room was packed. And after the appointment, he had to ask. He's a marketer, big time. He's does very, very well. What is it that you do? Do you have special training? What is going on that you have, you're packed? And the chiropractor said, you know what? I don't have any special training or anything. I have the same training that every chiropractor gets, but I decided to promote myself as chiropractor to expecting mothers. And because he drilled down to that specific thing, his business exploded. He's had to open up a couple of more offices. He had to hire more chiropractors. He's booked every single day, day in and day out. Why? Because he specifically hit a challenge that he could fix that was unique. Now, it doesn't mean he doesn't take care of all the rest of the people, but he did. He knew exactly who he was talking to. So once you know who you're talking to, you don't need a lot of people. You think about it. You put together a community that you can speak to and that you can speak into their lives and help them, and not just give them training, but give them transformations in their lives. And you've got I know one gentleman, he's got a membership, and it's $100 a month. People pay $100 a month for all kinds of different things. He's got 1,000 people on his list, and almost probably 90, I don't know remember what the number was, 90% or better are a part of that. And it's $100 or $250 or $500. And he makes multiple seven figures a year. He doesn't have to work that long because he does a mastermind once a month. He puts videos up during the week, but he doesn't overwhelm his community because he knows who his community is. He knows who he's talking to. He knows exactly where their challenges are. He knows where the transformation that his heroes want, and he doesn't overwhelm them. A lot of people, when they first get started, they put so much stuff out there that everybody's like, oh, I can never care. I'm involved with a couple of communities right now, and there's just nonstop things out there. It's like you could never catch up and watch any of it. And you're always looking, it's like, oh no, another video. I got to watch another video. I got to watch another video. I got to watch another video. Right? And that's all people do. They don't do any work. They just start watching videos all the time. So you've got to have something that speaks to your hero. So you need to know who your hero is. You need to make sure that you have the solution, that you can be the guide for them. And then you need to speak to them. You need to give them the transformation that they want. And it doesn't take a lot of people. And it doesn't take putting up videos every single day and being all over social media and following trends and doing all that. That's why I will tell you, YouTube is probably the best place that you could be. All your videos are searchable. They're up there forever. I get on the average of 20,000 unique new visitors to my website every single month. And those are coming, a lot of them, from stuff I did years ago because I created searchable content that is evergreen, that stays there forever. Social media is not like that. It disappears. It goes by very fast. It's very trendy. And if you're not on top of the trend, you don't go anywhere. Okay, so I hope this has helped you. I hope this makes sense to you. If you're looking at trying to figure out some of the things that you can do to better organize, better understand who your audience is, better learning how to storytell and really put some videos out there. And this is the other thing I see all the time is people put a lot of videos out there. You know, they might be doing videos every single day, but it's all pitch, pitch, pitch. Here's what I've got. Here's what I've got. Buy what I've got. Buy what I've got. They're not giving out value. They're not teaching anybody anything, right? And until people can know, like, and trust you, they're not going to go anywhere anyway. So I know I've touched on a lot of different things. If you want to get more about everything that we can do for you and everything else, go to rondeering.com. Scroll down. You'll see a bunch of ebooks that I have for free. You're more than welcome to grab them. I've got one on story building and storytelling. I've got one on finding out your ideal customer avatar. I've got one on talking to your audience and creating that connection and how to really interact with people and so forth. There's 6 or 7 of them out there, free to you. Use them. Do whatever you want with them. Learn from them. Get something out of them. If you're looking to take your business to a whole new level and really want to earn some money while you're building your business, go to rondeering.com/blueprint, and I will give you my free blueprint and teach you exactly how you can make a lot of money or a little money. It's not about the money. It's about building something that will give you a legacy that you can use. A lot of people only need $500 or $600, maybe $1,000 a month extra to change their financial freedom and change their time freedom in their life. Check it out, rondeering.com/blueprint. Grab my free ebooks and my free checklist. They will help you out, I promise. God bless you, and I can't wait to see you on the next one.